Hello and welcome to IAS Setu. We are still in the hangover of UPSC Civil Services Examination Results 2020. So we thought of having someone over here and talk about his UPSC journey who has qualified with commerce as his optional. So sir, what would you like to advise to students who have commerce as the optional, Vishal sir?
Firstly, I want to thank Amit Garg sir, who has invited me today to ISA to share my experience throughout the journey with respect to specifically with respect to the commerce optional, how I prepared that, and what was my strategy with respect to the optional. So I'll be sharing with that with all of you through the use of board. So firstly, let's understand the both the papers of commerce optional. So first we have paper one, which is same for all the optionals, as you are aware. And then we have paper 2. Both are of 250 marks each. So as this was my fourth attempt and third mains, so I want to share why I couldn't clear mains during my 2018 and 19 attempt was primarily this paper 1. I was consistently failing in this paper 1 and the marks were not improving. But suddenly, then the next, due to COVID, I got time in the 2020 attempt and I focused more upon paper 1 through practice. And what was my strategy during that time, during the improvement stage, that also I would like to share, because paper 1 is a lengthy one as compared to paper 2. In paper 2, we have limited syllabus. So first I'll start with paper 2, and because paper 1 is little deep, so I'll continue with the paper 1 after the paper 2. So in paper 2, basically we have 4 subtopics. First is OT, that is organizational theory. Then second is OB, organizational behavior. Third is HRM, human resource management. And fourth is IR, that is industrial relations. So these both comes in section A. In optional, in every optional, there are 2 sections in each paper, and these both are in section B. So means from both the section there will be from both these 4 subtopics of paper 2, there will be OT and OB in section A and HRM and IR in section B. So 50 marks short note in both section A and section B are compulsory, which we have to attempt anyhow, and there is no choice, internal choice within that within that short notes. So 50 marks of section A you have to attempt anyhow, and 50 of section B you have to attempt anyhow, and the total is 100. So we are left with 150 marks. I am discussing the whole paper, how the paper comes in the UPSC, real UPSC exam. Then there are 3 questions of 50 marks each here in the paper, and 50 marks each 3 questions here too. And in this there is a special guidelines of UPSC in the instructions and in the paper itself, that you have to attempt any one question. You have to attempt any one from like one you have to attempt anyhow from each section. Means you have to attempt one, at least minimum one from this section and minimum one from this section. So now you are left with one question more, like means 50-50, and after that 50-50 100. So 200 paper is complete and you are left with 50 marks. So for that 50 marks you have choice, means 2 questions are left out here and 2 are left out here. Now based upon your strategy, whatever you have made strategy during your preparation, like my strategy during my previous attempts was that I used to focus more upon HRM and IR. So I used to attempt 2 questions from the compulsory questions from here and 1 question from OTOB. But my marks were not improving. So in this attempt, the 2020 attempt, I changed my strategy and I focused more upon OTOB and I attempted 2 questions from here. So this was the strategy with respect to paper 2. And now coming to the sources of paper 2, I want to discuss here. I followed Ranker's notes fully only. only Rankers notes, 4 books for each the subject are by the Rankers Institute, which is a coaching institute for commerce optional. So I totally relied on the Rankers notes for paper 2. So this was my strategy with respect to paper 2. Now coming to paper 1, as I talked initially that paper 1 is quite lengthy. So what all comes under paper 1, I want to discuss that. First is financial accounting. Second is cost accounting. Third is income tax, means both including GST, including indirect tax also. Then the fourth one is auditing. Fifth is FM, and sixth is FI. So here too, I discussed in the paper 2 also that there are 2 sections, section A and B. Here also there are 2 sections, section A and B. So FM and FI are totally in section B, and these all are in section A. So again, your strategy needs to be like that you should know your strength and weakness, because just taking the syllabus out and going behind the content, because there is no limit of content in, especially in the UPSC field. So you are full of different materials, different contents, different institute materials available in the market. So you have to make your own strategy, and for that you need to identify your strength and weakness, because in paper 1 especially this FM and FI are here, because see the comparative, like here you have to study too many subjects for section A, and here only 2, FM and FI. Means if you had made FM and FI as your strength, you will be able to target 150 marks from here. And this is the strategy of most of the toppers, even my friends. Even my strategy was this only in all the attempts in paper 1, that I have to focus more on FM and FI, and I will be going for 150 marks target, in means attempting 150 marks paper in FM and FI, and then remaining 100 marks from here on. So now coming next to the sources part, here too although I relied on Rankers classes also, Rankers notes, but not only Rankers, rather I also took help from my DU books, like which I studied in my graduation, and also some good authors, like books of some good authors which were my teachers during my college days in SRCC. Like I want to specially mention, so that you can have idea like what all you can refer other than Rankers notes. Like for FM, I took help of Rustagi sir's book. For cost, I took help of M.N. Arora. For corporate accounting or financial accounting, I took help of B.K. Goyal sir book. So these are the extra sources, and why I am telling these extra sources is because when I told you that I was not able to improve my paper 1 score because there was lack of practice, and I was just focusing upon these Rankers notes only, which was not helping me to improve my score. So I take additional sources like FM. Rustagi sir's FM book is best book of financial management, I would say. You can practice. There are n number of questions on each chapter. Solved illustrations are also there, where you can match your answers. Then there are unsolved illustration also in the end. You can practice that, and I'm telling you straightforward questions are coming from that book, even without figures change. Like there are many questions I have marked in my own book. Questions which used to come in DU 2013-14 BCom honors exam are coming directly in UPSC exam. So means even if you have retained the answer, you will be like surprised in the UPSC exam hall that this question I practiced. This happened with me, and this will happen with you also if you practice this book during your preparation stage. Then same with the cost, and same with the B.K. Goyal sir book of financial accounting, full of illustrations and full of good examples, which are the standard examples of on each and every subject, each and every topic, which you can go through and practice. And also through solved illustration, you can see that where are you doing mistake, and you can improve upon that mistake. So this was about sources. Now coming next to the my strategy to prepare optional, my overall strategy was I want to share some strategy. Like firstly, after reading that standard sources which I told you in the previous slide, next thing I did was I made a short notes for both one and means paper 1 and paper 2 for both these things, because in the optional nowadays from the last 2-3 years there has been a trend that UPSC is giving a 1 week gap. After your GS4 paper you will be having a 5 days gap, and then you will be having your optional paper. So what we used to have, like I also did the same mistake in during my first mains, that during those 5 days I again started my I again opened my optional books and start reading from the starting. So what will happen in the starting 2-3 days, you will be like that I will be able to complete the whole syllabus, but after 4 days, 3 or 4 days, you will realize that it's not possible. So then you start focusing on the most important things. So to prepare your notes for that last lap means last revision lap. So this will help you, this will be helping you in revision before real exam. It can be that UPSC real exam of optional, it can be even your test series. When you are going for test, you can just revise these short notes and straightforward you will be able to recall those things, and you will be able to write a good points, and the factual things which you are not able to recall, you can recall that easily through a revision. Second thing after short notes I did was practice. For this practice part, I would suggest you, and also I also adopted the same thing, make a group. Because this group will help you in evaluation, like your friends, you will be evaluating your friend's copy and he or she will be evaluating yours. You will be able to identify your mistakes during the preparation stage, because the mistakes which we do are the same, which you will be going to do mistakes during your preparation stage or even a test series stage. These will be same replicated in the real exam. But if you are able to identify, because many times students, and even I was the victim of the same thing, that we are not able to identify the mistake, and we don't have a tendency to sit down and look for mistakes. We have a tendency that to improve, but to improve is not being identified properly. So with the group you can do this practice of both practical and theory part. Practical only paper 1 and theory for both paper 1 and paper 2. Now there must be a question in your mind that what to practice, which questions to be practiced. Now for this, please rely solely on previous year questions of UPSC. Previous year questions revise करो, जो भी आपके मतलब पीछे से जाओ, मतलब 2020, if you are preparing for 2021 mains, start attempting previous year questions from 2020 onwards. First attempt 2020, 2019, 2018, like this. And especially this practical part, because questions are coming on the same concept. Sometimes only figures are changed, and sometimes even the same question, like I told from the standard books also, sometimes even from the previous year questions, same questions are coming, same, even without figure change. Like I remembered in the last year, there was a question from 1979 UPSC question, which I practiced, and I was like, it was a bumper for me during the exam that this question to I know. And you are also able to choose, because you have to ultimately you have to choose after some questions, you have to choose among the few questions that which question have to be attempted. So there also it will be helped you a lot. So previous year question have to be practiced, and practical question especially, and theory also please practice with your group, and have a tendency, have a habit after prelims, take a 2-3 day break and just focus upon the optional preparation, because you are not in touch with optional for the past 3-4 months. You are preparing for prelims, CSAT and other stuff. So optional is the thing which had been for a means not in touch with you. So again, to keep a touch, you have to again start doing these things, make a group and daily have a habit of answer writing, with your partner. Have a habit of daily writing at least 1 hour commerce optional answer writing has to be there. And this after this you can go for test series. only two options are here for test series. One is at Vajiram, other is at Rankers. So I have followed both. Like, I want to suggest again here, if you are going for the Rankers test series, then please have a look at Vajiram test also. If you are going for Vajiram test, then please have a look at for Rankers test series also. You must have some friends who have joined the other test series. You can talk to them, share the question papers with them, so that some unique questions. I want to share my own experience. Although I joined the Rankers test series during my 2020 attempt, but I was following the Vajiram test series also. I was taking it from one of my friend, and there was a question on decision tree in paper 1. It's a topic of FM. Straightforward, this question was asked in Vajiram test this year only, and straight away this question was asked in UPSC. And this question was not asked in any previous year question of UPSC. Means अब तक के जितने भी मेंस के पेपर हुए डिसीजन ट्री पे क्वेश्चन कभी नहीं आया था. तो इट वाज अ सरप्राइज और यू कैन से अ न्यू टॉपिक व्हिच emerged, although it is part of a syllabus, but we have a tendency that this is not part of the most important topic, but it was covered in the Vajiram test. And when I was looking at Vajiram test, I looked at this topic, and again I went to my notes, and just I'm telling you honestly, I just watched that question in the test, and I went to my source, revised that for 5 minutes. After that I didn't revise this topic, and during my real exam, that 5 minutes thing was again I was able to recall, and I was able to write it correctly, this question, especially because many of my friends got stuck here that they were not prepared. They were asking me after the exam that this question was tough, from how did you manage, and I said that I through Vajiram test series it helped me. So just don't think that only one institute or one test series you are following. Have a look at question papers or at least test solutions of other institute too. So this was my strategy for my commerce optional, and although this year the commerce optional average marks has been on a lower end. This year the commerce optional average marks is 230, and till now the highest is around 260. So this year commerce optional wasn't scored that much good as compared to the last year, but it's a good signal for the people who are appearing this year, because if it wasn't good last year, so means it will again rise this year, because UPSC have a habit of punishing one optional every year. So this year was the turn of commerce optional. So next year it can be anyone but not commerce for sure. So you'll be able to crack it easily and also able to score good marks. So that's it from my side for my commerce optional. Thank you.